In the early light of dawn, when mist dances between the trees and the forest breathes as one living being, a story whispers through the wind. This is not the tale of a monster or a myth. This is the remembrance of an ancient people, the forest guardians, known to many as Sasquatch or Bigfoot. They are keepers of the Earth's coherence, protectors of vibration, and teachers of resonance between worlds. For those who are ready, the Sasquatch are not hiding. They are communicating. Through geometry, frequency, and heart-centered awareness, they remind humanity of our forgotten harmony with all life. Intention and respect, entering the sacred field. Every encounter begins with intention. Sasquatch are highly intuitive, deeply sensitive beings who perceive not only your words but your energy, your heart's resonance, and your frequency. Approach not as an observer but as a guest in a sacred realm. When you step into their domain, do so with humility, the same respect you would offer a wise elder or a guardian of the old forests. Let go of curiosity and enter with reverence. For this is not an act of seeking the unknown, it is a ceremony of remembering what you already are. Time in nature, becoming the stillness. To communicate with the forest people, you must learn the rhythm of the land. Go where the noise of the world dissolves. Remote valleys, ancient forests, mountains where the wind still carries stories. Sit, listen, breathe. The forest will attune you. Each rustle, each bird call, each distant knock becomes part of a greater symphony. This is where the Sasquatch presence can be felt, not as a sudden encounter, but as a subtle coherence that surrounds you. Bring offerings if it feels right. Tobacco, cedar, crystals, or a simple strand of your own hair carried by the wind. It is not the object that matters, but the frequency behind the act. Gratitude, humility, and respect. Opening the senses, beyond sight. The Sasquatch communicate through subtle realms of energy. They may not appear before your eyes, but you may feel a deep, grounding vibration move through your body. A rustle in the distance, a rhythmic knock on wood, a low whistle echoing between trees, or a sudden knowing that you are not alone, and yet you are safe. Trust these impressions. They are the language of resonance, a telepathic harmony that transcends words. It is a dialogue of frequency, heart to heart, field to field. You are being invited into a conversation older than language. The Divine Feminine, the receptive bridge. Within each of us lies the key to communion, the Divine Feminine energy. It is not about gender, but about qualities of openness, intuition, and gentle receptivity. The Sasquatch respond to this frequency. It mirrors their own way of being, deeply feeling, listening, observing, and aligning with the pulse of the earth. When you enter the forest, breathe softly and ask inwardly for permission. Let your energy open like a flower to the unseen. Let the forest feel your kindness, your curiosity without demand. This frequency of love and non-interference invites them near. A woman sitting in a forest clearing, light surrounding her as subtle silhouettes move beyond the mist. The lesson of patience, non-forcing contact. You cannot summon the Sasquatch. You can only align with their vibration. Patience is a sacred virtue in their realm. They may observe you for days or even years before revealing themselves. Their trust is not easily earned, for they have seen the imbalance of humanity. But those who approach with pure heart, consistent respect, and coherence will one day feel the presence step closer. Sometimes it begins with dreams. Sometimes a shadow moves at twilight. Sometimes the air itself thickens with energy, a feeling of being enveloped by the earth's heartbeat. Many encounters unfold not in the physical, but in the dream time. The Sasquatch often enter our consciousness through meditation or dreams, where fear is less and the heart is open. Before you sleep, invite them with gentleness. Great guardians of the forest, if it is in harmony, may I learn from you in dream time. This invitation, spoken with sincerity, opens the energetic bridge. Dreams may show symbols, footprints in light, tree structures glowing in sacred geometry, or eyes filled with understanding. Trust the frequency, not the form, for they speak through vibration, memory, and archetype. Coherence and resonance, becoming the bridge. At the heart of Sasquatch communication lies coherence, the alignment of mind, heart, and energy. When our vibration stabilizes in love and gratitude, their field merges with ours. They live in resonance. This is why cameras fail, why footprints vanish, and why encounters feel like time folding. The secret is not pursuit, it is embodiment. When you walk the forest in peace, you become visible to them in ways beyond sight. You become part of their song. You become part of their frequency. Closing reflection, the remembering. The Sasquatch are not here to prove themselves to humanity. They are here to remind humanity of itself. They teach through presence, not performance. Through silence, not spectacle. Through resonance, not reaction. When you listen with your whole being, when your breath, your heartbeat, and your awareness move as one, you begin to hear the language of the living earth. This is the invitation of the Sasquatch, to return to coherence, to remember that all beings are connected through the great frequency of love. So if you seek the Sasquatch, do not search outward, search within. For when you embody stillness, humility, and respect, the forest begins to recognize you as kin. The Sasquatch are not lost, we are. And when our hearts return to harmony with the earth, they will no longer be hidden, they will simply be home. To those who listen, The Forest Always Speaks, directed by Ashley K., Spiritual Documentary, 2025. These are lessons from the forest people, the Sasquatch people. Sasquatch stands at the edge between the known and the unknown, between civilization and wilderness. His presence reminds humanity of the limits of empirical knowledge. His lesson is, do not believe all that is seen, nor dismiss all that is unseen. This reflects humility before mystery. The cosmos always holds realms not yet integrated by human understanding.